And now let's talk about Cambodia. Yesterday, they had an election. Cambodia's ruling party won by a landslide. They had no real opposition to begin with, so the outcome was never in doubt. But still, there will be a change of guard. Cambodia's Prime Minister Hun Sen is set to hand over the reins to his son. His name is Hun Manet. He is the head of the country's army. Why is Hun Sen making this change? How will it impact the future of Cambodia? Our next story brings you the details.
Cambodia. It's a Southeast Asian nation of almost 17 million people, located between Thailand, Laos and Vietnam. Cambodia's government shares the region's aversion to democracy. This was proven once again during Sunday's election. Prime Minister Hun Sen once again tightened his firm grip on Cambodia. He ran against virtually no opposition. Hun and his lackey courts have imprisoned or disqualified any real contenders. His Cambodian People's Party claims they have won 120 out of the country's 125 parliamentary seats, which is actually 5 less than during the 2018 election. His party had swept all 125 seats then, again with no real opposition. Now, Hun has extended his 38-year-long reign. He's already Asia's longest-serving leader, having taken power in 1985. And since then, he has steadily been whittling away at Cambodia's democratic institutions.
He is a leader who came of age in a context of conflict in Cambodia in the 1950s and 60s. And the experience of the battlefield has infused Hun Sen's approach to politics. He has always seen it as a zero-sum game, a fight to the death, in many cases literally, with his opponents. And he has not shirked from using the full force of the security state to consolidate his hold on power and eliminate potential sources of opposition.
1993 was the last time Hun didn't win an election outright. He had to share power with a rival party. But he made short work of them in 1997 by launching a coup, and his power has been unchecked ever since. Now you may wonder, how has he been able to get away with all this for so long? Where is the West, who preaches democracy and free and fair elections? They're still preaching, but from a distance. The US has said that Cambodia's election was neither free nor fair. Washington says it'll put visa bans on some people who undermined democracy. It also plans to pause some foreign assistance programs in Cambodia. So some people will get penalized, some aid will stop flowing. But for the most part, nothing will change. The UK issued an even weaker rebuke. It said the election was not free nor fair, and it was a missed opportunity to strengthen Cambodia's democracy. That's all. So why is the West so shy when it comes to criticizing Cambodia and Hun Sen? Because he has successfully managed to pit the West against his biggest backer, China.
As a good neighbor and friend, we warmly congratulate Cambodia on successfully holding the 7th national election, and the Cambodian People's Party under the leadership of Chairman Hun Sen on winning the election.
China has spent years propping up Hun Sen and investing in Cambodia. The US wants to fight China's influence, so it treats Cambodia with kid gloves and keeps sending financial aid. It's a battle of influence, and Hun Sen is the biggest winner. So he's hoping to pass on this success to his eldest son, Hun Manet. He is presently Cambodia's army chief. That's the standard nepotism route to power in most dictatorships. Now he's poised to succeed his father. Hun Sen had earlier hinted that the transition could happen as soon as this August. But there's no official plan in place yet. And it isn't just Hun Sen who'll be stepping down. Reports say a changing of the guard is imminent. Senior Cambodian politicians are about to step down and hand the country over to their children. The old guard will give way to the new one. Of course, none of this is normal. It's a throwback to monarchies, but none of that matters to Cambodia or Hun Sen. As long as he manages to balance China and the US, nothing will stop him from crowning his son the next ruler.